care of those tiresome king children all day long when all I want to do is just relax at home?
You don't work half as hard as I do. How would you like to be stuck in the house with a nervous, fussy old lady who keeps you trotting with her calling, Josephine, where is that girl? Where is that girl? And worries you until you're ready to fly out the window.
I do think washing things and keeping things tidy is the worst work in the world. It makes me cross and my fingers get so stiff I can't play my piano.
I don't believe any of you suffer as I do, for you don't have to go to school with impertinent girls who laugh at your dresses and label your father if he isn't rich.
If you mean libel, I'd say so, and not talk about a label as if Papa were a pickle bottle.
I know what I mean, and you needn't be satirical about it. It's proper to use good long words and improve your vocabulary.
It's vocabulary.
I said it was.
When?
Just now.
Don't you wish we had the money Papa lost when we were little? What does it mean to go on a man's bond?
It's like this. Say you owe a lot of money.
How much?
Thousands and thousands and thousands.
But how can you owe it when you don't own it?
It's called high finance.
It isn't honest.
The demarcation between good business ability and dishonesty is very slight.
Infinitesimal.
It's not fine.
What is it?
It's infinitesimal. Mr. Bottomley was father's best friend. He owed a lot of money, and his creditors began to make demands on him. He became ill, and father went on his bond. In other words, he guaranteed to pay his debts if he failed.
He did fail. I'm older than all of us, and I can remember when we had better times in this house.
They'll come again.
Oh, certainly. Joe will be a great writer, Beth a celebrated pianist, and Amy will be a famous artist.
And you, Meg?
She'll marry and support the rest of us. I had a lot of fun with Aunt March today.
How?
Tell us.
She had me read the everlasting Belsham,
So I droned away as usual, knowing she'd soon fall to sleep. To sleep she went, and the minute her cat began to bob like a top-heavy dahlia, I whipped out the Vicar of Wakefield from my pocket and read with one eye on him and the other on Auntie. I got to the part where they all tumble in the water, forgot and laughed out loud. This woke Auntie, who insisted that I read a bit of the frivolous stuff that I prefer to the instructive Belsham.
Good girl, Joe.
Weren't you frightened?
Christopher Columbus, I was scared to death. But I read as best I could, and she liked it, though she only said, I don't understand it. Go back and read it, child.
What happened then?
Oh, back I went and made the primrose as interesting as ever I could. Once, I was wicked enough to stop at a thrilling place and say meekly, I'm afraid it tires you, ma'am. Shall I stop now?
What did she say?
I'm afraid to hear.
She picked up her knitting, which interest had dropped out of her hands, gave me a sharp look through her specs, and said in her short way, Go back and read it, and don't be impertinent, miss.
Did she own she liked it?
Oh, Christopher Columbus, no. But she let old Belsham rest, and when I went back after my gloves, she was so hard at the vicar that she didn't hear me laugh as I danced a jig in the hall.
Oh, what a pleasant life she might have if she only chose.
I don't envy her, in spite of her money.
Rich people have as many worries as poor ones, I guess.
That reminds me. I have a story to tell as well. Unfortunately, it isn't funny like Joe's, but I have been thinking about it all day.